What a gwan, peeps, what a gwan. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. And if you are here, you're here for the tarot card interpretation, aren't you? So, before we get on to that, because you can clearly see it's the Wheel of Fortune, if you're not subscribed yet, why not? Hit the subscribe button, the alert bell, so you know when I'm going to do another video. And so coincidentally, I'm doing all these tarot card interpretations, but I'm also doing worksheets to go with them. Now, I've just got a general, it's like a 4-page booklet. It's got lines for you to write your own interpretations or your experiences. It's got a brief introduction into the actual cards. And I'm doing this every time I publish one of these videos. So today's workbook, which will be free of charge, and the link will be in the description, is for anybody can pick up, and you can download it and print it or whatever. But it gives you a basic information. It shows you the card. It you know, you can download it and write your own thing in it. It's a workbook. But I do have an extended version to the workbook, which you can find on my Patreon. My patrons get all the goodies, I tell you. It's an extensive explanation of each and every card I do a video on, and it goes into life, it goes into health, it goes into wealth, it goes into family, it goes into love, it goes into spirituality, and I do the reversals as well. But these videos, if I started doing that in these videos, it would just take too long. You know, I'd have to do a whole masterclass. But I do have the leaflets, I do have the workbooks, and that one is, I think it's a 7 or 8 page extensive workbook for each and every card. Okay, so I thought I might just tell you that, but the links will be in the description box if you want to get hold of them, okay? So anyway, let's get on with this. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune today, and you know it's the number 10 in the major arcana. Yes, this is one of my favorite cards. I have a whole saying for this card. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, it's all about change, whether good or bad. It's like karmic cycles, whether good or bad, whether these cycles are opening or closing. Now, this is my interpretation, okay? But what I like to do is get the intuition from the cards. And it's almost as if we're seeing different seasons in these cards. In some of these decks, certainly, they will show you different seasons. And like I normally do, I show you different decks of the same card, but the interpretation of that deck, okay? But this is the Rider-Waite, the original Rider-Waite that I always start with. And do you see all the different figures? You've got like a phoenix type shade rising from the ashes. You've got an angel there for guidance. You've got the lion there for strength, and the bull is there for tenacity. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could keep going, and then when you look at the top, you know, there's like a statue with a Egyptian headdress. I don't know what you call it. Is it a sphinx? But underneath that, do you see the red thing that is depicting the devil? That's the beginning and ending of cycles. Sometimes you're down and sometimes you're up. But this is what this card is all about, the Wheel of Fortune. I call it the karma. Come on, yam dem bati, as I like to say. But this is like cycles opening and closing as well. Do you know what I mean? I will give you the book interpretation, but this is my understanding of the card and how I learned it. And when I see this card come up in the deck, it's usually about change, whether good or bad, and it depends on what cards are either side of them, as you know. So I'm going to show you different cards from different decks, and then I'll give you a textbook version of what that they perceive to be the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So the first one I've got, and it's my birthday tomorrow, people, so I treated myself to some new cards. This is the treat I've given myself. And the cards I bought was the Spellcasters Tarot. I've been wanting to get these forever because they're beautiful cards, and they tell a story all on their own. Some of them are a little bit on the dark side, as you can see. So, example, look at that Wheel of Fortune, and then look at this Wheel of Fortune. It's like it's got the monkey on your back and the snake in the grass, and that's an Egyptian thing again. There's Egyptian symbols everywhere in this card, but if you look at it, this card is actually depicting all the seasons as well. You've got spring, summer, autumn, and winter. But like I said, it's the seasons, the cycles. You know, the good and the bad. Did you notice that this monkey is blindfolded? The monkey on your back. And then it's got all the zodiac signs. Is this all the zodiac signs? Yes, it is. So it's like going through seasons and cycles. And this is see, I love these because these are the kind of cards that I could sit here and talk about the one card for an hour. And if you ever was to join me on my Patreon live, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Every Sunday I do this and I grab one card and I could spend half an hour on the one card. But like I said, these cards have different depictions of the Wheel of Fortune. So let's get another deck out. And I've got here, which one is this? I've got the Cosmic Tarot. So again, this is completely different. And this looks to me like, do you know what this reminds me of? A mandala. Do you know what a mandala is? It's what you use for meditation. I've got a whole 300-page book, which I might utilize one day. A whole 300-page book about mandalas because they are fantastic for meditation. You just stare at them and it empties your mind and you just focus on this one thing. But on this Wheel of Fortune, again, we've got the zodiac symbols here. Do you know what I mean? We've got the zodiac symbols, but it's the pattern. It's a geometric pattern which symbolizes the mandala. And these symbols here are all the elements. Do you know what I mean? I think this is one of the planets. It could be the planets. It could be the symbols for each element: earth, water, fire, and air. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's a fantastic card, but it's very different from this one and this one, isn't it? So the last one I got is a bit of a raunchy one. It's a bit of a raunchy one, a change of pace. Because look at this Wheel of Fortune. Do you know what they're doing there, don't you? I didn't realise this card. Do you know what? I don't use these cards very often. And I didn't realise that was there. But they're doing it. Dare I say, I'm going to say a 6 and a 9. Need I say more? But it's the symbolism it invokes. It's like two moulding into one. It's like, but it doesn't give you the impression of a Wheel of Fortune, does it? But we clearly know that because of the X. The X equals 10. So it's giving you a depiction of fire, transformation, crystals for healing, and that's, this is the shell protecting itself. It's like different symbolisms here. The grass is greener on the other side, all that bush going, dare I say bush. I could keep going, but it's a very weird depiction of a Wheel of Fortune, don't you think? Mind you, it is all about, it's called did I tell you what it was called? It's called the Fantasy Tarot. Where is it? Yeah, the Fantasy Tarot, and they are very raunchy pictures. But I just thought I'd show you one because it was such a strange depiction of the Wheel of Fortune. It's just amazing how different these pictures can be in different decks. But I'm loving this one, and I'm loving this one. These are the two that I love the most. Okay, it was just like meditation to me. Do you know what I mean? But this one tells a story, and this one tells a story for me. See, you can tell I like the colours. And this is like when I'm going to get jiggy with it. But anyway, I'm going to read you the textbook version of what the Wheel of Fortune is. And today I'm going to take the text from the Spellcasters Tarot, because they are still wide awake. So here we go. It says the 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Description: representing the ever-turning wheel of fate and the ceaseless cycle of creation and destruction. Rising and falling, the Wheel of Fortune is the monkey wrench of the tarot. Whenever life is going smoothly, you know that a grey cloud will soon follow. And likewise, when things aren't going your way, you know that the only place to go from the bottom is back up to the top. Whenever plans and schemes and dreams us humans lay out for ourselves, we are all at the mercy of the whims of the fate of fortune. Bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people, and the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that nature is impersonal. Your destiny may fall, but it will also rise again, and this card is often an indication that your fortunes will soon start improving. So the The divination, I can't pronounce it, sorry people. The divination message. The division. I can't believe this is happening, but I'm going to leave it in, I can't be bothered. It says, the meanings: a matter of chance, good luck, success, opportunity, fate and fortune unite, and a crossroads in life, a major decision, a spiritual cycle, an unexpected bit of good fortune, the natural ups and downs of existence, a surprising circumstance, unforeseen factors play a major role. So, as you know with the Spellcasters Tarot, it's all about spells. You can actually cast spells with these cards, apparently. I wouldn't use it for that, but you can. And it says here, magical uses, added power to most spells. It is excellent for bringing good luck, success and opportunity. It can also be used to manifest a change of fortune or circumstances, or to represent a cycle of a twist of fate. These cards have got, this deck in particular have got whole load of spreads that you can use, and I tried one out and I was actually in shock. So I'm going to do it on the next ones of my guinea pigs is going to be my Patreon. So I'm going to leave it there, people, but these cards are so different. Look at that. That is so raunchy. I have to put this at 18 plus now. But like I said, please subscribe, comment, hit the alert bell, so you know when I'm going to do another video, because I'm going through the whole zodiac. This is the 10th one now. I've got a whole playlist that you can actually look at, go back to 0. So it's in actual fact 11, because I started at the Fool card, which is 0. Then number 1, which is the Magician. Okay, and it keeps going like that. So this, in actual fact, this is the 11th week of doing this, but this is the card number 10. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll be back next week, because I'm doing this, it's usually on a Tuesday I put these ones out. So take care until next time. Who will it be next time? Is it the tarot? Is it, I can't remember what number 11 is now, but it's going to be a mystery, or you could just go and look it up, it doesn't matter. But I'll be back next week. Take care.